It's so wonderful to see the responses that we have been receiving from all of you, especially the participants who were there in Kailasa Ujjain, in the Ujjain Kumela. And so many of you have now signed up, and many of you started becoming part of Mahakumbh Mela 2025. And today we welcome all of you for the Kumbh Chalo series, preparing ourselves for the understanding the significance of Kumbh Mela. Is very special because we are going to be understanding, delving into deep into the history of Kumbh Mela. How many of you have heard or studied, known in your, how many of you studied, learned about Hinduism in your school? Can you all raise your hands? Is there anyone here who are taught about the history of Akhanda Bharata? You learned about, let's say, the various sampradayas, the traditions, like any concept about Hinduism. You may not have heard, actually, I heard these words of Akada only from Swamiji, but like maybe you heard about Hinduism in general. Just raise your hands. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I'm seeing, actually, I'm not seeing anyone like that. Now, can I request all, and yes, Rahul Kanai has posted, the only Hinduism I was taught was wrong Hinduism in school. Now, can I request all of you who ever studied about the number of times, like even the Hinduism, the history you were taught is only about how weak we Hindus were, meaning you are only taught about our past. The apologies for the technical glitch. Hope all of you are able to hear us now. Is our audio better now? Are all of you able to hear us clearly?
Okay. So, yes, I got the answers from many of you for the first question. So, many of you posted how you were not taught anything about Hinduism in your school, and Rahul Kanaya posted the only Hinduism he learned was wrong. Now, I'm going to ask you all another question. How many of you remember studying in your history book about how bad Hinduism was, meaning the caste system, and even I'm not even talking about just the India or those countries. No, I'm talking about even countries like US, where you're taught about Hindus as pagan worshippers, and you're taught about how Hindus have caste systems. How many of you have learned like this? Please put yes in the chat or raise your hands. Now I see so many people. Listen carefully. The Hinduism that you have been taught, the history that you have been taught is wrong. You have been wronged by the society. As Hindus, we losing our Hindu identity. That is the most unfortunate, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. Today, we are going to be learning about what is a real history. Understand, in Kumbh Mela, in all of these, today even Hindus do not know the significance of Kumbh Mela. Even Hindus themselves do not know what is Kumbh Mela. Literally, everything. Okay, Vinod Khanna has posted, he learned about Sati Pratha, Zamindar system, weak Hindu kings. Exactly. And today, what all of us are going to be learning about, what we are going to be understanding about, is a history that has not been taught to you. A history that's not being told to you. The valor, the victory, or the power of us, the Hindu civilization.
Understand, the entire history books, the books that you learn in the school. Actually, here I just want to tell. I think Rahulaya has posted about the Sati. Do you know here Sati does not even exist in Hinduism? There's no scriptural reference for Sati system. Sati system is not a system from Hinduism. It was enforced upon us. Everything, every single thing. Weak Hindu kings never existed because fundamentally the way the Kshatriyas were trained, it was from a very young age they were evolved. From a very young age, they were trained to become the kings. And because of that, they were so amazing, powerful, with the best valor, competence, and having actually the kings had a specific list of qualifications that they are supposed to achieve. See the kind of kings that we have had. Whether it is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj or Rajaraja Cholan, all the great Pandya kings that existed, every single person, actually, the whole Hinduism is so grand. See the very introduction Hinduism gives you about you. The first thing that Hindus are introduced to ourselves, there is no other religion in the world that introduces you to you so perfectly, so beautifully. Somebody says, some religions say you are a sinner, some religions say you are a slave, someone says, oh, you're a follower. But in Hinduism, you are introduced saying, Shrinvantu Vishwe Amritasya Putraha, O sons of immortality, you are the favorite inheritor of the cosmos. You are the source of the cosmos. You are the favorite inheritor, the sons of immortality. The first introduction Hinduism gives about you to you is from the Upanishadic Rishis, which says, Shrinvantu Vishwe Amritasya Putraha, Vedaha Meham Purusham Mahantam, Aditya Varnam Tamasa Prashashta. Meaning, O sons of immortality, I know the truth. Please receive this truth. Celebrate your life.
Understand what an amazing introduction a human being can have with himself. What a powerful introduction. You are not You are not asked. Hinduism does not say, oh, you are a descent of the sin, you are supposed to repent all your life. No. The way Hinduism is, it introduces you to you as Amritasya Putraha. This is what made us, and makes us the longest living civilization on planet Earth. Until the 1500s, we Hindus, the Hindu civilization, was spread across 100 and like the entire kingdoms, all the Hindu countries, the 56 Hindu countries. Hinduism flourished in 56 Hindu countries, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1700 Hindu provinces, and 10,000 Hindu traditions, 10,000 sampradayas. We Hindus we were spread far and wide, and the impact that we had was phenomenal. In every field, we were adepts.
Take it, whether it's the field of mathematics, science, chemistry, biology, or aeronautics, dentistry. Did you know the most ancient advanced dentistry, including the root canal system? We have evidences from Hindu civilization. There are scriptures for it. Father of plastic surgery is from Hinduism.
In fact, the earliest reference to the entire field of being able to fly, the entire aeronautics, was in Hinduism. Vaimanika Shastra, we have a scripture on it. Whether it is plastic surgery, architecture, dentistry.
Actually, we learn saying Niels Bohr was the father of atomic theory. No, it was Acharya Kanad. Actually, Niels Bohr himself says how he got the understanding about the atomic structure from the Upanishads. But thousands of years before him, Acharya Kanad has revealed in detail. Acharya Kanad is a great scientist from Hinduism, a great Hindu rishi who introduced the atomic theory, how the electrons exist, how the neutrons exist, how an atomic structure is. Understand, this is the kind of way how Hindus exist.
And even though we Hindus were a global superpower, we had a powerful, very clear system. We never colonized. We never invaded. We were a global superpower. We Hindus contributed to a whopping 64% of global GDP. We Hindus, the 56 Hindu nations, Akhanda Bharata, we single-handedly contributed to 64% of the global GDP. Yet we never colonized. Our wealth was sprawling.
Actually, the way how our traditions, the indigenous traditions, are sprawling wealth, glory, and the amazing civilization that we had. This civilization, this ancient civilization, advanced civilization, unfortunately, also attracted many invaders, colonizers, and brutal persecutors who brutally colonized us, invaded us, persecuted us, and they demolished us. So many colonizations, persecutions. Understand, the Hindu genocide, Hindu Holocaust is the largest Holocaust in the entire human history. You can see how many different forces, whether it's the Dutch or the Turkish, French, Portuguese, British, Greek, Mughal, everyone. There were so many brutal forces over centuries had targeted and attacked us. We need to know why. Because, take a moment, name the top most ancient civilizations, the moment you can remember them. Give me a few examples.
The moment civilizations, what comes to your mind? Like different civilizations that you made.
I'll give you an example. You'll immediately remember maybe Egyptian civilization,
or Greek, Roman,
Mesopotamian, or you may remember Babylonian civilization. Yeah. So each of you are given a few. Yes, yes. All these are some of the most ancient civilizations. I see many different answers coming. Now, listen. Can you see out of all these ancient civilizations that each of you have posted, how many are actually alive? None. They're only alive in the museums. You can see Egyptian civilization now in the museums, but they are not alive. Understand?
And when you remember the Greek civilization, when you remember the Roman civilization, or when you remember the Egyptian civilization, what do you know? You only know about the pyramids that still scientists and archaeologists are trying to uncover the truths about. All the civilizations that existed are only sitting in the museums now.
And the most ancient civilization, yet still alive out of the 100 most ancient civilizations, or even in this ancient civilization, there were 10 that were the most advanced. The top most was Hinduism, and it is only Sanatana Hindu Dharma which still exists, because of which Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Hindus have been the most persecuted. The brutal invasions, the kind of attacks, the brutal Holocaust that we had faced, it was so violent, so brutal. It caused the greatest destruction. It led to the world's greatest destruction ever, the most brutal Holocaust. It led to the Hindu Holocaust. 5,000 years of relentless persecution and attack. 2,000 years of relentless persecution and attack, yet untold. Even Hindus are not taught about Hinduism. Akhanda Bharata in 250 BCE, we flourished. Though so many inquisitions, so many invasions happened, we Hindus, we never colonized. Our ancestors were highly resilient and bravely fought them back. Actually, just now, Rahul Kanaya, you were posting, right? When you read about Hinduism, the only thing you were taught about was how weak we were. We lost in wars, we lost in this, we lost in that. But do you know something? When the first time Alexander tried invading, King Purushottam won over Alexander the Great when he tried to invade Bharat. Our roots were unshakable. Sanatana Hindu Dharma could not be destroyed, which is why this time a tactic was used to break Bharat, Akhanda Bharat, from her very roots. An invasion with the hunger for power, wealth, and women. This invasion because of which this invasion was made blind to any type of dharma or humanity, to say the least. The Mughal invasion, the most brutal Holocaust that happened, which has led to the biggest of collapse. So many of our systems were destroyed, so many of our temples were destroyed, so many of our sciences were lost. And yet today, even we as Hindus are not taught about our history. Today, even if you have to learn, even if you have to understand about the science, you have nowhere to go. We celebrate so much about Kumela, but even the attacks that happened to Kumela are not taught in your history books, let alone attacks. Even what is Kumela or the history, the success, how we celebrated the world's largest gathering, yet zero crimes happen when so many people gather. We are not taught about that. Actually, nowhere it is taught. It's except for Swamiji. You never ever know about this. It's just something like it's only Swamiji who was even brought this out for all of us. And this Mughal invasion was for one single purpose. They used deceit and treachery as a tactic to win battles. They collapsed. They broke our kingdom. They broke the Akhanda Bharata. They ruthlessly beheaded innocent Hindus who resisted converting to their religions and paraded their severed heads on the spears through the streets. It was the extent. This is the way you all can see one sample, which all of you can see here, where in 1752 in Lahore, the governor told the captured Sikh mothers to convert to their religion and or to have their infant children tortured and massacred. So actually, this is the post that says in 1752 in Lahore, Muslim governor told the captured Sikh mothers to convert to Islam or to have their infant children tortured and massacred. Their refusal resulted in the slaughter of over 300 infant, sick children and their inner organs and heads thrown around the mothers' necks as garlands. This is a kind of Holocaust. It was too brutal. What are Hindus, our Hindu sisters, mothers, everyone had to go through the kind of torture, inhumane torture. Actually, this is nothing. And what we are talking about is not only what happened in the past, but unfortunately, the same Holocaust invasion is continuing even till the present day, where even now, anyone that is even trying to voice for Hinduism, stand up for Hinduism, is attacked exactly the same way, and that too brutally. And women are women, Hindu women, our ancestors were raped, brutally gang raped, persecuted, tortured. The kind of tortures that they went through can't even be told. Like, there are so many instances where in middle of the road, like in front of the entire kingdom, women would be gang raped, slaughtered. This is literally nothing compared. I can't even verbalize what kind of a torture and attacks that the Mughals had actually done to our Hindu ancestors.
And even the history that you're taught, Rahul Kanaya, like you had posted, they taught you that, how we lost and the moment they came, they invaded. No, even with deceit and everything that they tried, did you know the Mughals failed the first 16 times that they attempted to invade Akhanda Bharat? 16 times. They came as different groups, different armies, and each time it is recorded even in their own history. They came, the Turks came, the Afghans came, and it was only finally after 16 times. And when I say 16 times, don't think first day, next day, no, not even after years. Each time they had at least 1 century gap before the next attack because our blowback was so strong. Our the machineries that we had, the warfare tactics that we had, it was so strong. We had mastered it that 16 times they could not penetrate into the walls of to be able to enter into Akhanda Bharat. But the 17th time to invade the Akhanda Bharata by Muhammad bin Qasim was successful. It was only the 17th time. And we Hindus, because then began the most brutal of Holocaust. Hindus were mass murdered, deities were broken into pieces, and literally the deities, the sacred deities from temple, were laid as road for them to walk on. And others were captured and sent off as slaves. The treasures, even from the dead bodies, was a measure of their success. And they called themselves mujahids, the holy warriors, or ghazi, the killers of kafirs or infidels. This was the most brutal Holocaust. American historian Will Durant stated that the Islamic conquest of India is probably the bloodiest story in history. Its evident morale is that the civilization is a precious good whose delicate, complex order and freedom can at any moment be overthrown by barbarians invading from without and multiplying from within. This was the most brutal of Holocaust. And what we are going to tell you all today. There's so much to talk about when we talk about the invasion, the persecution that happened. But today, we are going to be highlighting to all of you one event that happened just to show. You might have heard about the invasions that happened, but mostly it would have been presented in a way that shows how weak Hindus were, how Hindus were not able to do anything, how we were powerless, we could not do anything, we were not able to fight back. But today, I'm going to share with you all one incident that happened that shows, that reminds all of us Hindus of who we were, how we were, what kind of tyaga is the foundation of Hinduism. In the year 1664, right? Now, whatever I said, like introduced you all, is an introduction to how this attacks happened. But this Mughal invasion lasted for a few centuries. So in the year 1664, the Mughal invader Aurangzeb, he went on a spree, and he is known for destroying temples. He is like extremely Hindu-phobic. Like anything to do with Hinduism, he would destroy, burn the temples, destroy the any kind of Hindu architecture. He would kill the Hindus, make them as slaves, convert Hindus. This is how he used to do. So in the year 1664, there was one thing that happened which gave a strong blow back to the Mughal invaders. So in the year 1664, and there's a period called Chaturmasya. Chaturmasya is the time where the Naga Sadus, they will not pick up the weapons. So Chaturmasya is the time which is dedicated for the for all the sannyasis, all the Naga Sadus, every Hindu saint and a sannyasi to practice only the scriptures. So Hindus, our sannyasis are both shastradharis and shastradharis. Means we had the knowledge about the weapons. We had the knowledge about shastras, all the scriptures, and shastras. When it comes to protecting Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to be able to pick up and fight, wage the war, and protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And there was only one time in the year called the Chaturmasya time where Naga sadhus or all sannyasis, they will not pick up any weapons.
See, in Hinduism, it's like you're not made weak at all. And to defend, actually, the sannyasis who started taking responsibility for the protection of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, they are only called as the Naga Sadus. And they are skilled in both. They are skilled in shastras and shastras. Shastras are weapons and to be able to defend themselves. And shastras, the scriptures. So how they are trained is this 4-month period, the Chaturmasya period, which starts from the Guru Purnima till Navaratri, Vijayadasami. So Vijayadasami only, they all get the blessings and take their weapons back. But Guru Purnima till the Vijayadasami period, they don't touch any weapons at all. So this was the kind of this is the way how the Naga sadhus are trained, right? So that's the way how they are. So when Kashi was attacked by Aurangzeb, the Kashi temple, Annapurna temple, which was under the Mahanirvana Kada, even now it is there under the Mahanirvana Kada, for which Swamiji is the Mahamandaleshwar. So the whole Vishwanatha temple administration, like the whole thing, is still under. So this was under the Mahanirvana.
So their dharma for the Naga sadhus, they have in a year 8 months they'll pick up the weapons, they can wield the weapons, but 4 months only shastras. That 4 months is what is called Chaturmas.
So during these 4 months, they will drop the shastras, any kind of a weapon that they are having, they will drop the shastras, and the shastras are all taken to Prayag. It's kept in Prayagraj. And during this time, they all pick up the scriptures and they only study the scriptures, so they won't even have access to the weapons. Somehow, this internal information got leaked to this brutal attack, Aurangzeb. It got leaked, and he got to know that during this time, the Naga sadhus are not going to be picking up the weapons. So once he gets to know this, he immediately takes thousands of his army. He gathers his whole entire army and he starts marching towards the Naga sadhus. And what happens during that time, because it's a rainy season, the whole place, it starts flooding, and half of the Aurangzeb's army gets stuck, and the other half alone comes. But even then, they were 10 times in number, and they all had weapons. They had everything with them. They had weapons with them, and they're like brutal, like attackers. I can't even use the word animals. because it's disrespect for the animals, because they're so violent, too brutal. And they started attacking, they started coming towards, marching towards the Naga Sadus, the place where the Naga Sadus lived. And the Nagas, at that time, this was in Kashi, Varanasi. So they decided, Naga Sadus, there are about 10,000 of them. They decided, see, surely Aurangzeb is going to kill us. We don't have any weapons. We can't protect ourselves. We cannot, like, it's foolishness. Even if how much ever you try fighting, they can overpower us. But at least let us all protect the main Vishwanatha Linga. So they decide, we just somehow take 24 hours, somehow if we make that army, Vishwanath, the Aurangzeb's army, to somehow delay by 24 hours, surely we can at least take the main Shivalinga and shift it elsewhere. Understand? 10,000 Naga Sadhus, they decided, let me give up my life. If needed, I'll get killed, but I'll give up my life and protect the Dharma. I will protect the Vishwanatha Linga. All 10,000 of them, they decide, they come together. When the Naga Sadhus, you need to know, the Naga Sadhus did not know. Okay, they were caught unaware. So all of them realized the whole, not just their lives are going to be killed, the whole Kashi is going to be lost. Because Aurangzeb had already literally destroyed, demolished, got to the grounds, all the great temples, looted everything. This was happening. So they were all caught unaware, without any weapons, nothing in their hands. Everything was in Prayagraj. They did not have.
The only thing that they had was their bodies. That's all. They did not have anything. And you all should know this incident is recorded. The destruction of it is recorded even in the Mughal history. You all can Google and see. This is a publicly, you can access this information. It's called Battle of Gyanvapi. But no school books, no history textbooks will teach you this. Understand, they had just the whole army that was invading. It was all these Naga sadhus, the maximum to protect the main linga. They understood that the whole temple is going to get destroyed. They had no way. All their shastras were taken away. They've been caught off guard. So the only thing is they wanted to at least protect the main Vishwanatha Linga, which will need at least 24 hours for the Vishwanatha Linga, the Kashi main linga, to be taken to protection. It will need at least 24 hours.
See, if they had decided, see, they are seeing the army is coming in front. They are there. Anyone decides, they could have at least escaped from that place. At least they could have saved themselves. No. Our Hindu ancestors were not selfish. Even their life didn't matter for them. They decided, at least let us protect this Vishwanatha Linga, the original Jyotirlinga. Let us protect that. For that, all the 10,000 Naga sadhus come together. The entire Naga sadhus, they come together. They take a strong decision. They decide, look, killing a person is actually a job. It's not that at once, in 1 minute, you can kill 10,000 people. No, you need to kill each one by one. So the body is the only weapon that I have. Let us go and stand as a human shield until the whole Shivalinga is taken to protection. Let us just go and stand as a human shield, give up our lives and protect the Vishwanatha Linga.
And they all strategized, all the Naga sadhus decided for Aurangzeb to kill 10,000 of us. 24 hours minimum it will take. If we form as a human chain, and they all decided, stood around the temple, 10,000 Naga sadhus stood around the Kashi temple, formed a human chain, and it took exactly 24 hours. Aurangzeb slaughtered each one by one, every Naga sadhus. In the meanwhile, Just one group of Naga Sadus alone took the main Shivalinga. They went inside. They protected the Shivalinga. They took the Shivalinga and they went and sat inside the water, under the water in Jala Samadhi, protecting the main Kashi Vishwanatha Shivalinga, and 10,000 Naga Sadhus sacrificed their lives, knowing that they will be killed, knowing that they will die. They don't even know if the actually temple will be rebuilt.
Understand?
They don't even know if the temple could be protected.
Actually, you need to understand the kind of scenario there was. Every Hindu was being tortured, attacked, persecuted. They did not care. They didn't bother about their life. They stood as a human shield. They stood in front as a human shield with one hope. Someday, someone will come and revive. At least that hope, placing their hope, they just decided, let me give up my life, but protect the original Linga. 10,000 of them just stand strong like a human shield. Actually, seeing the way each of them were standing without fear in their eyes, the Mughal army actually started getting terrorized. But this Aurangzeb's army kills each one of them, slaughters the 10,000 Naga sadhus. But that sacrifice is why even to this day, the original Jyotirlinga, the original Vishwanatha Linga in Kashi, Varanasi is still there. This is the sacrifice. The moment, actually, this was the exact time the sacrifice of the 10,000 Naga sadhus, they all just gave up their lives, standing strong there, just decided to just kill themselves, sacrifice themselves. They did not even have a moment to think, what if will their sacrifice be useful?
See, they knew, knowing that they may not even be able to see the revival, just because they had that one hope. Someday, someone will come and protect. But just for that one hope, they gave up their very life for that hope. Just that one hope they had. Much later, Rani Maharani Ahilyabai Holkar, she came and rebuilt the whole temple. But that was centuries later, just for that one hope. Someday, someone will come and revive. For that one hope, 10,000 Naga sadhus gave up their very life for it. They all decided, understand, their one sacrifice was so strong, so powerful. For the next 20 to 30 years, this one sacrifice, all of them being slaughtered, it was ringing in the houses of every Hindu in all the 56 Hindu countries.
See, when the sadhus gave up their life, the news spread like a wildfire all over the country. It was too much. The whole nation came together. All the Hindu nations, kingdoms came together. Too much of great sacrifice mood was arising. So much that the whole Mughal empire was shaken as Hindus started revolting. Is it a joke? 10,000 unarmed Naga sadhus were killed. The whole nation, everywhere, all over, came together and they started revolting against the Mughals. Actually, that is the first point when the Mughal empire started collapsing. This 10,000 sadhus sacrifice did not go waste. Understand? Actually, this Aurangzeb started getting very insecure because the repercussion, what kind of a thing he was getting back, he was not able to bear. Everywhere it was shaking. People were all giving up their life. Everyone, every corner of the kingdoms, they were all giving up their life, sacrificing. Everyone standing up tall to protect Hinduism. And do you know what? He doesn't stop there. This brutal tyrant, he does not stop there. He was not able to control or take over these sadhus. Do you know what he did? He started putting the next rules. Like he put the jizya tax. Jizya tax means to take bath in the Kumbh Mela. See, the whole Kumbh Mela, you're supposed to go and take a dip in that sacred water exactly during that special auspicious time. He put a tax for that. Our sadhus paid even that. But he couldn't handle that anymore. So he decided to defame the Naga Sadhus. See, Naga Sadhus are completely, their only clothing is the sky. They're unclothed. There's nothing on their body. Their whole body is with so much of yogic power. They mastered all their senses and they've gone beyond the body. For them, actually, body itself is only a covering for them. So they are the Naga Sadhus. So this Aurangzeb, this Mughal tyrant, he wanted to somehow attack them, defame them. You know what he did? He got 10,000 slaves, young women, slaves, Hindu young women who were kidnapped from across the country. The Hindu women, this Mughal tyrant, he kidnapped many young women, Hindu women, as slaves, whom he used as his own slaves, and he made them all stand naked. 10,000 exactly in the path where the Naga sadhus were walking. So to take a dip in this, to go have the snan during the Kumbh Mela time. And he made all of them stand and he wanted to make a mockery and somehow defame the Naga sadhus. But you know what our Naga sadhus did?
They said one declaration, all of the Hindu women, they were all made to stand forcefully naked on the road in the exact path. How Naga sadhus have to go to take the dip in the water? In that exact path. The Naga sadhus challenged. They said, we will all tie bells in our male organ, and even if one sound comes, we will all give up. We will all give up our very bodies.
They said, all of them are parading. Understand this very carefully. They're all parading. They're all walking to go take the snan. Here, 10,000 women, forcefully, young women were made to stand naked by this Mughal tyrant, this Aurangzeb. The Naga sadhus said, they challenged. They said, we will tie a bell. Each one of us will tie a bell in our male organ. Even if a single bell rings, all the entire thousands of us will just sever our heads. They challenged.
Thousands of Naga sadhus walked. Not a single sound, not a single bell rang.
This incident, where imagine how many of them were standing, not a single bell sound. This incident shook the Mughal Empire itself. And not just that, then they sent thousands of Muslim women in wearing Hindu dress as if they're very pious women. They're trying to beg for children to the Naga Sadhus. Oh, Naga Sadhus, you're all great people. Can you please bless me with child? I just want you to, bless me with the child. You know what our Naga Sadhus responded? Ferocious response. When a few of them went and asked some of our Naga sadhus, they just plucked out their male organ and put it in the begging bowl. You want child, take this. The sannyas, what a tyaga. What a sannyas, my God. It is because of this tyaga and ferociousness that today at least there are a few Hindus even alive. Otherwise, all of us would be in different slavery camps, getting converted and being part of various terrorist missionaries. That would have been our life.
Understand. It is a sacrifice of these Naga sadhus. It's a sacrifice of our Hindu ancestors. All of their sacrifice was just for one hope. A hope that someday someone will come and revive. Someone will come and re-establish Sanatana Dharma. Someone will come and revive it back to its glory. For that hope, just for that hope, They even gave up their very lives for that hope.
Understand that ferociousness, the tyaga of the 10,000 Naga Sadus who gave up their life, and the tyaga of the great Naga Sadhu Swamiji who is still living, sacrificing his entire life. Today, we Hindus have a nation to call us our home. Kailasa is here. Understand, this Kumbh Mela is going to be for a celebration, a victory celebration for the Hindu nation to have manifested. It's a reality now. Understand, it is only their sacrifice. Now it is time for all of us to honor the sacrifice of our ancestors, to honor the sacrifice that Swamiji is doing even to this day. Every single one of you that are sitting here, this Kumbh Mela is an opportunity for you to decide to become part and at least be a part of the celebration of the victory of Kailas. Understand this carefully. This is not a help that you are going to be doing to Swamiji or for anything else. No. It is time for you to give a breakthrough to your own self. It is time. How much it is like, see, you have been cheated your entire life. You have been continuously cheated because your very core identity has been stolen away from you. It's like you are a billionaire. The billions of dollars have been snatched away from you. You're given a few $1,000s and you are celebrating. Oh, look. Now I've earned $1 million. I'm becoming a millionaire. Hey, it's not something proud for you to celebrate. Understand, you were once a billionaire. You have been looted and made to fall down to this level. This is not an achievement that you need to celebrate. It is time for you to wake up to the reality before you lose the next generation of yours.
And understand, today we Hindus, who are the descendants of such powerful beings, and we Hindus who have hope, we have a future. Swamiji has revived the Hindu nation for us. But our next generation is not being made aware of the significance, of the importance. Today, if how many of you here can explain what is the significance of Kumbh Mela? If someone has to explain the history of Kumbh Mela, how many of us can even tell? No. What is the history that is being taught to us? What do you learn if you have in your schools? What is the education that you're taught? I'll just give you all samples. The history books today, what it teaches to us, you will be shocked what your current generation is learning, what your next generation is learning. You will be shocked. This same Mughal invaders, this same Mughal emperors who brutally destroyed Hinduism, who brutally attacked Hinduism. You can see here a quote. This is from an NCERT history textbook of 12th standard titled Themes of Indian History Part 2. Features the following lines in the second paragraph of page 234. It says, even when temples were destroyed during war, grants were later issued for their repair, as we know from the reigns of Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb, the very Aurangzeb who killed 10,000 Naga Sadhus. The very same Mughal tyrant Aurangzeb who killed, brutally murdered Hindus, who destroyed our Hindu temples, who destroyed Kashi, who killed 10,000 Naga Sadhus. Do you know what your next generation is learning about them? You can read, you can see this clip. It's projected to you all. This is a snippet from the NCERT history textbook, which is clearly telling how even when the temples were destroyed in war, grants were provided later for them to be rebuilt.
Listen, wake up to the reality. Already there are so many Hindus who have lost the next generation. Losing next generation is not a good sign. Understand? Tomorrow they are going to be coming, and all this whole history is going to keep repeating itself if you don't take an action for it right now. It is too important that each of us decide to wake up and decide to take responsibility. Rahul Kanaya has posted that this persecution, the Holocaust is still going on in Bangladesh. Understand? Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing to that. When the Hindus who were in Bangladesh, and they were seeing how in Pakistan the Hindus were getting raped, who are getting attacked, brutally persecuted. When they saw all that, but they thought, okay, it's just happening in the next country. What for me? Today, they are that same children who came from that rape are raping these people. It's what is happening now. We are witnessing the genocide happening till this day. And understand, the last lamp of Hinduism, Swamiji, is here to awaken Hindus to Hinduism, to unite all of us. It is so important that we come out of this criminal negligence that we are in. Understand? You may you may have your job obstacles, you may have your time as obstacle, you may have anything as an obstacle. Decide to for 1 month, you will sacrifice whatever it takes. And after all, Swamiji has blessed you. Swamiji has blessed anyone who decides this 1 month. Let me just surrender everything to Swamiji, and I will go and be a part of this Paramashiva Sena, and the very army of Paramashiva, his very ambassadors of Paramashiva are called as Paramashiva Sena. Just decide, for this 1 month, let me sacrifice. Decide and jump up. Understand, your sacrifice will not go waste. It is like so many water droplets coming together, becoming part of that wild, powerful wave. A wave as powerful as a tsunami wave, creating a positive explosion and really making the difference. See, this is what for 10,000 Naga Sadus gave up their very life.
After so many centuries, so many years of sacrifice, read the Hindu history, whether it is Chanakya, Chandragupta Maurya, who all aimed for one Akhanda Bharata, the Hindu nation to be revived, or whether it is the Naga Sadhus, whether it is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, every one of them who aimed for Swarashtra, their Hindu governance. Today, all of their hopes, everything has been fulfilled by Swamiji, who has revived and re-established Hinduism. Now, as Hindus, for us to stand up for Hinduism, especially knowing this, for us to stand up for Hinduism is not a luxury or a choice, it is a necessity and responsibility. You at least need to wake up to be a part of this, to say the least. Everything has been done. Paramashiva himself came down. He has revived this whole thing as Swamiji and re-established the political legitimacy back to Sanatana Hindu Dharma. But now it is us Hindus, our responsibility to become a part of Paramashiva Sena, to revive, to raise awareness amongst Hindus about Hinduism. Today, even to go to temple is a big, Hindus feel like it's, oh God, I have to go to a temple, or I just go to temple, that's enough. You do not know, just one Mughal emperor, Aurangzeb, he destroyed 60,000 Hindu temples, and Mughals ruled for 3 centuries. 1 year, 60,000 temples. Can you imagine?
Actually, Chandrasekharaya has posted, just in 1948, Kashmir Hindus population was 68%. Now, it is only 2%. Understand? It is too important. Chandrasekharaya, thank you so much for sharing that, because this is the alarming rate in which Hinduism, Sanatana Hindu Dharma, is getting destroyed. It is really getting persecuted, attacked, and so violently. Anyone who is even standing up, not even to the, really powerfully standing up, even if they decide to voice out, They are all getting eliminated. Even before Hindus wake up to them, they're done. Understand? This is what is happening even now, even to this day. Just see how many of you who are living, like many of the NRIs that are living, the Hindu diaspora, we have from at least 200 countries, people sitting with us. I request you all to post here. How many of you know either your own son, daughter, your next generation, or the next generation of your friends, your family members, your relationships have already gone away from the Sanatana Hindu Dharma? They have already gone away, and either they've been converted to other religions or have become victims of love jihad and many such very, very tactically, strategically plotted criminal conspiracy. How many of you know? Can I request all of you to just wave your hands? You all can just wave your hands. How many of you, either your own next generation or the friends, families, whose next generation have already been lost? My God. So many of you. My God. This is the sad state. This is the unfortunate situation that Hindus are right now suffering. At least now, wake up to this truth. Your sacrifice is not a choice, it is a necessity. Because of the sacrifice our ancestors did, today we are able to live in a peaceful community. Just take a moment and look. See, wherever the kind of conversions that are happening, where humanity has moved away from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, see the life that is there. See the kind of terrorism, wars, violence that is there. Understand? Only Hinduism is a solution for humanity, solution for the future. All of you here now are ready to do the Tyaga. If you're ready.
And understand, Tyaga for us, see, our ancestors gave up their very lives. Here, you don't need to give up your life. You don't need to leave everything. You don't need to give up your life. Understand, every one of you here, Swamiji has already done the Tyaga. He has sacrificed his entire life for this one purpose, one mission, one sole purpose, for Sanatana Hindu Dharma's revival, for the revival of the Hindu nation. You don't need to give up your life. You don't need to go stand in front of the sword and take your life. No. But you as a Hindu need to take responsibility to raise the awareness amongst other Hindus, to become a part of this, grand revival. Every one of you that are here, how many of you are ready to be a part? How many of you are ready to become part of Paramashiva Sena? Can you all raise your hands? How many of you really feel like, my God, as a Hindu, I need to do something for this? Raise your hands. Please keep your hands raised for a moment. Every one of you that are raising your hand, every single one of you. Thank you. You all can drop your hands now. For every one of you, becoming part of Paramashiva Sena, becoming part of Kailasa is a responsibility of ours. What Hindus, what today your current generation is learning, what, leave alone your current generation, even what you would have learned. If not for Swamiji, we would have not even had the awareness to go and do a fact check. We would have not had the awareness. We would have never put an effort to go and verify. No, we would have never done any of this. Let me all just give you all an example, right? How many of you here have heard of the Akbar Birbal stories? How many of you here have heard of the Akbar Birbal stories, read about it in your childhood? Yes, you all would have heard about the witty story, the wit of Birbal. Okay, see many of you raising your hands. And if you Google, actually you all can right now Google and see. You can ask Google, who is Akbar? If you Google, when you ask what was Akbar, when you Google, it'll say Akbar the Great. When you see Akbar, he was considered as the greatest Mughal emperor. Akbar was known as the peace, the one who restored the peace, who restored the who scraped the jizya tax and everything. That is all. That is the history that your children are taught. But what actually Akbar did? There are so many. He brutally massacred Hindu women. Just one example, the siege of Chittor from the year 1566 to 67, where the Hindu royal women committed Johar in 3 places of the fort. 40,000 Hindus were killed. Our women, they murdered. This is just one example. This is the current condition. This is the current life. And for all of us as Hindus, to become a part of the Paramashiva Sena is our spiritual responsibility to that commitment. And it is only when it is through these happenings, like whether Swamiji, how Swamiji is now reviving the whole Kumbh Mela, making all of us Hindus become a part, to start actively understanding, not just participating in it as an event, no, to understand the context, to be part of the preparation, to understand the significance of why Kumbh Mela is needed, the place where all the Hindus can come together, wherever you are, to be a part of this. Every way Swamiji has done, he has done the Tyaga, he is making this available. Now, every one of you that are here, it is your responsibility, it becomes your responsibility to become a part of this revival.
You can decide, take the decision now. If you decide right now, go ahead and understand, Kumbh Mela is the world's largest gathering of humanity, and through this, you get to be part of the most powerful happening. This is actually the most important highlight of Hinduism. It's Kumbh Mela. Here, through Swamiji's grace and blessings, you are going to get to become a part, not just of the Kumbh Mela, but of the Paramashiva Sena itself, to be a part of being the spiritual, the very ambassadors of Paramashiva. Understand what kind of sacrifice the Naga Sadus did. 10,000 of them giving up their life, and what they are doing even to this day. How? All the Naga Sadhus, even now, Swamiji, single-handedly, the 10,000 of them gave up their life. And now, the greatest Naga Sadhu, Swamiji, is living and reviving the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Hindu nation. This sacrifice, what the Naga Sadhus did by giving up their life, and what Swamiji is doing by living and reviving, for this sacrifice, at least, the least we can do is at least to dedicate our life, decide to take responsibility, decide to become part of the Paramashiva Sena. Whoever wants to become part of this Paramashiva Sena, take a moment right now.
And you all can head to the link that is projected, ecitizen.info/US. There are some of you who say, I'm not able to make it to other country right now. I'm logistically, I'm not able to do it. Understand, you need to understand and cognize as a Hindu, being part of Kumbh Mela becomes a responsibility. Even if you are not able to make, you can take responsibility to enrich others. You can take responsibility to raise awareness in your locality, share, make people a part in your, wherever in your place that you are, make people a part, raise the awareness about it, enrich, inspire people, do what it takes, but commit to it as your spiritual responsibility. Commit to it. Take responsibility. Speak to the Hindus around you. Share on your social media platforms. Invite. Only we Hindus come together. We can experience. We can become a part of this revival. The revival is done. Swamiji has established the nation in spite of all the attacks, in spite of there's so much Hindus themselves are not being aware of this. In spite of all of that, he has done the Tyaga. He has established. Now, it is time for us Hindus especially all the citizens and e-citizens of Kailasa. It becomes our spiritual responsibility to enrich, to raise awareness amongst Hindus. Every one of you that are watching, if you feel, if you resonate, you want to experience, you want to be a part, take a moment, head to the page ecitizen.info/US. And if you are not able to make it, if you're not able to be part, contribute your time. You, from where you are, start taking responsibility, commit to pick up. You can reach out to your friends, your family members, or you can take a few minutes time to, on social media. You can leverage so many different tools that are available to reach out to other Hindus, inspiring them, enriching them, for them to be a part. Do not miss Kumbh Mela. One, for personally for you, the kind of phenomenal experiences you will have. And second, most fundamentally, as a Hindu, it becomes your spiritual responsibility. It becomes your commitment to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to stand up for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, for Veda Mata. When Paramashiva has come down to revive as Swamiji, it becomes our responsibility to stand up, to be part of this Paramashiva Sena.
डमरु बजे जय जगदोदरण जय नित्य जगदीश्वर हरण जय नित्य जगदीश्वर हरण
श्री नित्य जय नित्य हर परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद हर शिव शिव मुरहर डमरु बजे गोपाला भक्तोदर कौस्तुभहारा श्री नित्यानंदा हे करुणा सिंधु श्रीरंगा पांडुरंगा हे करुणा सिंधु श्रीरंगा पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा नित्यपुरेश्वर आनंदेश्वर जय हरि विठ्ठल श्री हरि विठ्ठल नित्यानंद विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा नित्यपुरेश्वर आनंदेश्वर जय हरि विठ्ठल श्री हरि विठ्ठल नित्यानंद नित्यानंद हर शिव शिव मुरहर डमरु बजे नित्यानंद हर शिव शिव मुरहर डमरु बजे
ज्योतिर्मय नित्येश्वरी मां भुवनेश्वरी नित्यपुरी मां श्री नित्येश्वरी मां
ज्योतिर्
Nithyanandam, Nithyanandam Ma Debbie Schuler. Nithyanandam, thank you so much for joining. And to all the viewers that are here with us today, we all learned very powerfully about the history of how, like, the sacrifice of so many Naga Sadus and our great Hindu ancestors has led to this, like, for us Hindus to be able to access, to be able to revive the, like, to be able to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and for us Hindus to be able to access to this authentic Hinduism, being part of Kumbh Mela and these grand happenings. And today, to share with us the experience, what it feels like to be part of Kumbh Mela, we have joining with us Ma Debbie Schuler. Nithyananda Ma.
Nityananda Ma, so nice to be here.
Nithyananda Ma, so nice to be here. Thank you so much for joining, taking out your time and joining with us. And would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself, since when you know Swamiji, about where you, what your name is, where you're from?
Oh, my name's Debbie Schuler, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States. I've been with Swamiji for over 10 years. I met him back in 2000 or 2007, but I didn't really become a follower until 2014. It's been 10 years now.
2007, you met Swamiji. Wow.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
when you met Swamiji, that's what matters.
Here in St. I had no idea who he was. A little bit more of an idea now.
So happy to have you here. I also know that you've also become you're a part of the Sarvanya Pita family, the founding members of Kailasa, and you've been blessed with so many beautiful blessings in your life, and you have even shared many of your profound experiences. But today, you're here with us to share with all of us about how you enjoy the Kumbh Mela. The Kumbh Mela, oh my God, something that's so completely different from any of the programs that we have attended till now. It's something so unique, so different. So we just are so excited to have you here and waiting to hear from you. How has your experience been? And what does being with Swamiji in Kumbh Mela means for you?
Oh gosh, where to start? Just too sweet of an experience. Too sweet. So I knew that I would go just to do the seva, correct? And that's all I had in my mind. And I had this picture of like a rustic camping trip, basically. Tents. I'm like, do I need to bring my sleeping bag? Those types of things. Get there, get out of the taxi cab, and there are building structures. There were beds, there were bathrooms, there were showers. It was just really incredible. I mean, just the facilities itself, how they built everything from the ground up. There was nothing there beforehand. So
Exactly. Actually, that is something like literally. I remember because first time that's for me. No, I had never seen something like that ever. Where from nothing in matter of 2-3 days you just see such a grand place and millions of people coming, everyone receiving so many gifts, shower of boons. Oh my God, that is something so different.
Lots of people everywhere. It was incredible. So that was my first, of course, the opening ceremony was wonderful. And then it started to pour down rain. Lots of rain. Everything flooded. There was mud everywhere. Everybody's wallowing in mud. we had to put our suitcases up from where the horse would under the bed to on top of the bed. Clean the tent area where the beds were. Oh gosh. Very interesting. Yes, watching
Actually, just
videos.
to give a
Watching videos.
sorry, Mama Debbie, I just wanted to give an overview for people because Kumbh Mela is, like, as we have been mentioned, this is the world's largest gathering of humanity. But it's like only at that period in time, suddenly the whole city comes alive from nothing.
Barren land.
Like it's barren land. But suddenly everything comes alive. Like suddenly so many stalls are put and buildings are constructed just for the temporary period, 2-3 months, that's all. And only in our camp, only in Kailasa Ujjain, the facilities were even available actually just for this. Ma Debbie, I just want to share with you. I mean, you would have definitely seen the containers even for toilets, like container toilets that were bought in.
Yes.
Swamiji got it all the way from Adi Kailash, 1,400 kilometers. Hundreds of trucks were bought in with different items, various different things. And you can see, this is like how the normal Kumbh Mela looked like. And how our campus, the way how Swamiji had, made Kailasa Ujjain was something just so profound, so powerful. Like continuously working so hard. Swamiji would say, continuously work, and made the whole thing to the next level altogether.
And actually, my Devi, as you were sharing, right, I was just remembering, you said like how Swamiji made the whole structure happen, whether the infrastructure, and actually the volume of work that went behind it. Like we all saw the whole city come alive. And I still remember, do you recollect how there were separate tents literally built, like each one had different, like unique tents built for the Sarvagya Yajamans, for example. And then they had, even for participants, accommodation that was built, making sure for the people are coming in, for them to be able to bear the temperatures. ACs were fit in our campus. Like, it just reminds me, though we were the largest camp in Kumbh Mela, the most populated camp in Kumbh Mela, still we were the most hygienic as well. Like the whole, because in Kumbh Mela, in that floating population, in that flowing people, changing, so many things change. Still, to be able to bring up a whole city alive, that too for international standards, for people from 150 countries to come and experience. Wow, that was just a sheer volume, and the way it happened was amazing.
Yes, it was very incredible to see. I wasn't there to see it get put together, but I had to see part of it be destroyed by the storm that came through. And then put back together again.
Actually, that storm was an incredible one. Actually,
Exactly.
Yes. Actually, Debbie, Swamiji protected us. Actually, the storm, when it had come, the other nearing campuses, there were, like, people even had died. It was that violent storm that had suddenly hit. And I remember the first person to go and literally stand right in front of the storm was Swamiji. Swamiji actually made sure that all of us are safe inside. And Swamiji went all the way to the road, and straight through all his three eyes. Swamiji just looked through Swamiji's third eye and diverted that storm away. And the whole Kailasa Ujjain was completely protected. No single death. Actually, all of us were so beautifully protected. We were only celebrating. Like, they remember how much all of us are celebrating. And like, we were doing kirtans and enjoying with Swamiji right after that song.
Yes, we were definitely rejoicing for sure.
And also, Mama Debbie, I wanted to ask you, how was it for you to see the grandeur, like the way Swamiji had see, many times, like if you see many of the campus, there were many places where it was just a simple tent, just one, the sadhu sitting there, and but Swamiji made it, literally got a whole Kailasa alive there. The way Swamiji established Kailasa Ujjain, right? Whether it was the temples, and if do you remember, each temple around the world, each Kailasa around the world had a representation in Ujjain, like LA, San Jose, and different cities. And
Yep.
the snan, the processions, the grandeur. Like Swamiji was the identity of Kumbh Mela. Like he was literally what we call as a poster boy for Kumbh Mela, because what is the front face, the identity? Swamiji had set that trend, set that standard. So how was it for you in that aspect? Like for you to see firstly the sheer volume of people, secondly to see people's love, and to see how the way Swamiji set up. How was it for you?
Gosh, it was just again incredible. I don't even know how else. Words just can't even describe. Yeah, just the sheer number of people, and the people who wanted to like come through the front gate just to see Swamiji when they knew that he was there, and to get his darshan, his blessing. It's just unfathomable, unfathomable. Gosh, I just it's so hard to put in words. Just the experience is just, so hard to put into words sometimes. But yeah, it was just, even people wanting to take pictures of those of us from the Western world, wearing Indian clothes. Let me take your picture. Let me take your picture. And it's like, no thanks. Because they haven't, didn't realize, like how many other people around the world actually follow him, right? Not just the Indians in India. So, so that was interesting to see, actually, and how they were reacting.
Actually, just because Swamiji was the only one who had really gotten the whole Hindu diaspora, not just the Western countries, even like developed cities, even within India or anywhere. It was only Swamiji who revived Hinduism to the level, first of all, Hindus starting to wear Hindu attire and starting to live Hinduism was because of Swamiji. And the way how Swamiji did this whole thing, right? Like in multiple level, working so hard. Actually, Swamiji was doing this Kalpavas, means for the full 3 months. There's absolutely no sleep, no rest at all for Swamiji. And Swamiji normally itself does not sleep. He only enters into Samadhi. Even that level, Swamiji didn't even have a moment to stretch himself. You will see continuously 24/7, Swamiji will be in different departments, upgrading everything to the next levels, giving further vision, guidance, micromanaging to that dot. Whether it was the food that we all had, oh my God, having 21 items per meal, it's like everything was so grand.
Yes.
And everything was like representing the grandeur of yes. Actually, that is something that I really enjoyed. Like, I also wanted to ask you, what was that which you felt as something so different than, and like you have attended so many different programs of Swamiji.
Yes.
Why do you feel this Kumbh Mela is something really different and very special for you?
For me, why it was so special, because I was actually coming to do seva for him. And I wasn't looking for Gucci camping, which is what I recall what we were doing anyway, with all the accoutrements that were set up for us, all the attention to detail that he had, to make sure that we're comfortable and that we had everything that we need. It just was more than I was really expecting. I didn't know what to expect. And doing the seva for him, they put USA on toilet duty, right? Anyway, so I was cleaning toilets. That was my seva. And some people chose to do seva, and some people chose to be in the meditation hall during the day. And once in a while, there were a few sessions, where there was everybody in the meditation hall. I remember that. And I remember, it's very, very hot. It was over 100 degrees practically the whole time that we were there. So we were all drinking lots of water, and, the heat can make you very lethargic. So you're falling asleep or wanting to fall asleep. And I remember coming into the meditation hall from seva, and we were doing manifesting powers. And I remember Mahayoga was talking to us about the powers. And I'm going, wow, I'm like, this is so cool. And I'm looking around, and everybody's everybody's like napping. Not everyone, but there were quite a few people. And I'm going, this is so incredible. What is being gifted to us, and what's being taught to us. Yeah. So, I mean, I felt just by doing the seva that I was getting so much more in return than what I was actually giving to Swamiji, and that he was really taking.
Actually, just to share with you, because this was a way, a very unique raw energy in us is just awakened. Is something so incredible which we don't have that access to, but that awakened for us. And as you were sharing, Ma, people were from all walks of life.
Yes,
And they're all there together just to get that opportunity to do seva. Not because, we can do any help or a favor to Swamiji. No. But to have that opportunity, a blessing, to be part of such a historic happening.
Yes.
Now see how, we all are so proud or so excited that, wow, what a blessing it was just to have that opportunity when such a grand event took place. It was such a historic event where actually Kumela is the highlight of Hinduism. But all the akhadas, which are the main apex bodies of Hinduism, they all declared how not here, it was not just the Kumbh Mela the highlight. Swamiji was the highlight. And because this whole thing was happening as a celebration of the coronation ceremony, actually you can see behind all the Naga Sadus are all coming and worshipping Swamiji. And it was because this was the coronation right after Swamiji was coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Right after that, we had the Kumbh Mela happening for the entire Hindu diaspora to celebrate that coronation of Swamiji. That is why, if you remember, the way when Swamiji entered, oh my God, people were just so grateful and offering their love, devotion, and just offering flowers everywhere. Even the way how all the sadhus came and worshipped Swamiji, oh my God, it was just so, so, so powerful.
It's very, very touching.
Exactly. So that time and the way how the entire energy, the intense energy was, that intense energy is what Swamiji has literally made it accessible to all of us. As you said, no, so many people, we were all just in different places, having the opportunity, the blessing to be able to be part of doing the seva there, to be having the blessing to be part of this incredible thing that Swamiji was doing. And on its own, powers would start manifesting. Suddenly, you would have actually not even listened to the session, but you would be sitting probably cleaning the dormitory or trying to be doing different things. All the people that had come, they were all doing different things, but so many of them shared. Suddenly, they're speaking the exact words that Swamiji is telling in the session. You know why? Swamiji said, because to everyone that is doing Swamiji's work, he was manifesting for each one there, manifesting through us. that is how literally we had such an amazing breakthrough, such powerful breakthroughs happening in us. There was just like a unique blessing, a shower of a unique blessing that all of us received during the Kumbh Mela. This is something so incredible. Even to remember it was just so powerful, right?
Yes.
Actually, when we talk about Kumbh Mela, when we talk about how each of these are, every one of you that are watching, please understand, being part of Kumbh Mela, literally, the way, the volume of work that Swamiji does throughout the Kumbh Mela, you will not even know. You may feel like, oh God, how will I be able to do so much? Actually, so many people, if you see, there'll be people who never know about Hindus doing Alankar. The kind of amazing way the competence was built. Amazing. Like in Kumbh Mela, like whenever I remember Kumbh Mela, right, the one thing that comes up to me is the best place on ground where you have the ecosystem to build your competence. And even more than that is when I say Kumbh Mela, a dimension of Swamiji that we experience which nowhere else you can. Because it is like you personally get to see how Swamiji makes decisions, how Swamiji organizes, how Swamiji leads, how he gets on the ground and works. All of these. It is only in Kumbh Mela, only when you have this experience and where you see the whole arrangement, everything happening the grand way. Up front, you can clearly see each of this is only available in Kumbh Mela. When you come there, when you taste the lifestyle, actually, all you can see here behind. And here you can see this is a temple coming together. You can see people from US, people from different parts, which no one knows anything. Like nobody will know. Even I leave alone US, right? Even I didn't know many of these aspects. Like I knew Alankar, of course, because I was brought up in the Gurukul. I knew Alankar and deity's name. But there are many details which even I didn't know. Somebody would teach. He would say, look, this is a reference temple. This Agama describes Nataraja's Alankar needs to be done like this. And Swamiji used to teach us. Like the volume of work and at the same time, never you will see stress on Swamiji's face. Never once. Right, Ma? Never once you will see that the smile even in Swamiji's face will not go. He'll be like so fresh. Through the night, Swamiji will sit and give darshan, conduct sessions the next day, initiate people, conduct processes, and then do campus rounds and then spend time with Gurukul kids, initiating them into powers. Wow, it's just amazing.
Oh, it was wonderful. And just, the hours upon hours upon hours, blessing those who came to see him, in addition to taking care of us and spending time with us was just incredible. Incredible. I mean, just the amount of detail that he put into putting this program together for those of us coming to be with him was just, gosh, I mean, just watching the video that were played earlier, just brings back those memories. It's been a while since 2016, so it's been a while. Almost 8 to 9 years. So, yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, the umbrellas! I see the umbrellas.
And I know, like, I know actually, like, even when I'm watching these videos, these are really bringing up too many memories. And as you said, Ma, that amount of time, the love, the sacrifice that Swamiji did for each one of us, every individual. Can you imagine, like, almost every day, the floating population, and throughout the day, easily 2-3 million people would be coming. And for all of them, everyone felt Swamiji was there for them personally, taking care of them, how he would shower his love. I was so touched, like, really, in every level, the kind of the love unconditionally, doesn't expect anything. Not just he doesn't expect, he just showers too much, knowing that there may be nothing in return, but he just goes on showering, showering, showering. and gives us all that incredible boon to be part of this. Actually, this is why anyone, even now, all those that are there, don't wait. Okay, let me just see. Maybe once everything is done, then maybe I'll just come attend the Kumela and go. No, don't miss the preparation part. It's too powerful, too sweet to just be a part of this. Because here, the memories that you get, the competence that you build, the kind of micromanagement you will learn from Swamiji. Oh my God. Actually, the last from the time this Kumbh Mela was announced and the Rajya Sabha members were announced where you can become part of the Paramashiva Sena, we are having daily training sessions with Swamiji. Swamiji himself is coming and training everyone. And the way how Swamiji is starting to work on each person, transforming us, is so incredible. That is why you should not miss out on being part of this Kumbh Mela. Don't miss Kumbh Mela for any reason, any reason. And this, it is really too sweet for me also, as Debbie, you're sharing it. Like actually, the last few days we have been conducting this, like just sharing with everyone about how the Kumbh Mela was, and so many people, each person, every day, different people have been coming and sharing their incredible experiences, and it's so touching because it just awakens too many memories, so many sweet memories that nothing can be compared to that. Like the bliss that it puts you in, and that the feeling that you experience. OMG, it's just so sweet. This divine love. See, all those who ever missed that Kumbh, now you, at least now, this opportunity that's coming, don't miss it. This opportunity. All those who thought, okay, when Swamiji is conducting next Kumbh Mela, that time I will go. But look, all those who postponed, missed it.
Just go. Do not miss.
It's
Kumela.
understand for every. Yes. Sorry, Ma, I think there's a small delay.
Yeah,
Go
there is.
ahead.
No, I just do not miss it. Do not miss it. This is where he works on each one of us, and we get to, and we get to, you know, be molded and transformed into a higher being. So this is it's all for each one of us, and how much spiritual growth that we actually want to do for ourselves. And the only way to do that is to participate and to jump in and just do.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Actually, Ma Debbie beautifully summed up the whole thing. Decide right now. Don't miss Kumbh Mela for anything. Just decide. Really, this is the master class by the master. This is the master class directly by Swamiji himself. And you're going to experience it in a very powerful, most practical, sweet manner. You're going to get to experience this experience. And there is nothing that's worthy enough, like literally nothing. For you to miss Kumela, nothing is that worthy. Whatever you think you can do in this 1 month, decide. Let me just surrender that to Swamiji. Let Swamiji take care. Really, Swamiji will take care. You just come.
And all the viewers, every one of you that are here today, for you, if you feel you're resonating, you want to be a part, do not miss Kumela. And that's a once in a lifetime experience that you would never want to miss. To be here, to experience, to taste this most powerful, most beautiful happening, which can literally, if you want to really experience Hinduism raw on the ground, don't miss Kumbh Mela. Do not miss Kumbh Mela at any cost. Thank you so much, Ma Devi. Thank you so much for taking your time and being
Thank you
here.
so much
And
for
like
having
you
me.
said, Ma, it's so beautiful. You said, like, that place where Swamiji works on each one of us is Kumbh Mela. Literally everyone. And at the same time, being part of that grand vision for Hinduism. That is beautiful. Is there something that you would like to add before we conclude?
Yes, do not miss the Shahi snans. Anyway, make sure you go for the dip in the water. Anyway, it's the most incredible experience. Everything else is an incredible experience, but it is just, I don't know. I had a very lovely snan. It was the last snan of Ujjain, and I came out of the water and I felt so peaceful, so peaceful. I didn't want to talk to anybody on the walk back to the camp, and I didn't have to talk to anyone too much, a few words here and there, but it was just so to experience that deep of a peace and the bliss. Hopefully everyone, I know everyone has taken, a personal experience from the Kumbh Mela that they attended, and that they have something to share as well. Anyway, but that is mine. I had such a deep peace anyway. And I was just no thoughts. TSP was zero. And I walked the whole way back to the camp like that. And it was wonderful. So hopefully those of you who get to go this next time will actually have your personal experience, and then you will be sharing for the next Kumbh Mela.
So sweet. Thank you so much for that beautiful sharing. And Shahi Snan is one of the most important things for the whole Kumbh Mela is for that. And actually during that, that's so amazing. What a powerful experience you have had just through that one dip, because so much will get liberated for you, and it's just too incredible. And thank you so much for taking your time and coming here and sharing so beautifully. Actually, as you're sharing also, I was also remembering different dimensions of the whole formula. For me, like more than anything, it's just that memories that gets awakened is wow. Just too sweet.
Yes, very much. Thank you so much for having me today. So appreciate it.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
It was
Ma.
wonderful
Thank you
having
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Nityananda.
Nityananda. And to all of you that witness, that listen to this, each one of you that are sitting here right now, every one of you, come experience Kumbh Mela. And now it is time for all of us to prepare ourselves for the darshan today. Today, all of us are receiving the darshan of Bhagavan Sada Nritta Murthy, form of Paramashiva, manifesting as Paramashiva's ultimate manifestation in his embodied form as the Nijavatar, as Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today, all of us are going to be receiving the darshan due to the intense samadhi of the Supreme Pontiff. We are going to be receiving a live darshan of Sada Nritta Murthy of Paramashiva, and I request all of you to settle down and all prepare ourselves to enter, to experience the darshan. Today's darshan is going to be awakening and you're going to be experiencing the powerful Chit Chata Granthi Bhedana process. So this is a very, very powerful process, and I request all of you to please sit down. Please close your eyes. Stay. Enter into the deep meditative space of gratitude. God sustain us. Do not destroy yourself. Enter into the deep space, meditative space of gratitude.
means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti. सामीप्य मुक्ति, सारूप्य मुक्ति, सायुज्य मुक्ति। ओम नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। 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 ओम नित्यानंद
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
மன்னாதி பூதமோடு விண்ணாதி அண்டம் நீ, மறை நான்கின் அடிமுடியும் நீ, மரியும் நீ, ரவியும் நீ, புனலும் நீ, அனலும் நீ, மண்டலம் இரண்டேழும் நீ. பெண்ணும் நீ, ஆணும் நீ, பல்லுயிர்க்குயிரும் நீ, பிறவும் நீ, ஒருவன் நீயே. வேதாதி வேதம் நீ, பாதாதி கேதம் நீ, பெற்ற தாய் தந்தை நீயே. பொன்னும் நீ, பொருளும் நீ, இருளும் நீ, ஒளியும் நீ, போதிக்க வந்த குரு நீ. புகழோடா கிரகங்கள் ஒன்பதும் நீ, இந்த புவனங்கள் பெற்றவளும் நீ. என்னறிய ஜீவ கோடிகள் ஈந்த அப்பனே, என் குறைகள் யார் குறைப்பே. குறை நீர்க்கும் தூயவா, குன்றம் போல் நின்றவா, நித்யானந்த தேவா. குறை நீர்க்கும் தூயவா, குன்றம் போல் நின்றவா, நித்யானந்த தேவா. மானாட மழுவாட மதியாட புனலாட மங்கை சிவகாமியாட, மானாட நூலாட மறையாட திரையாட மறை தந்த பிரம்மனாட. கோனாட வானுலகு கூட்டமெல்லாம் ஆட, குஞ்சர முகத்தனாட, குண்டலமிரண்டாட, தண்டை புலி உடையாட, குழந்தை முருகேசனாட. நரை தும்பையருமாட நந்தி வாகனமாட நாட்டிய பெண்களாட வினையோடு உனை பாட எனை நாடி இது வேளை விருதோடி ஆடி வருவாய் ஆனந்தமயமாக ஆடி வரும் தேவனே நித்யானந்தனேவா ஆனந்தமயமாக ஆடி வரும் தேவனே நித்யானந்தனேவா கடலென்ற புவி மீதில் அலையென்ற ஒரு கொண்டு கனவென்ற வாழ்வை நம்பி காத்தென்ற மூவாசை மாறுதச் சுழலிலே கட்டுண்டு நித்தம் நித்தம் உடலென்ற கும்பிக்கு உணவென்ற இறை தேடி ஓயாமல் இரவு பகலும் உண்டுறங்குவதை கண்டதே அல்லாமல் ஒரு பயன் அடைந்தினேனே தடமென்ற விடிகரையில் பந்த பாசங்களெனும் தாபர பின்னலிட்டு தாயென்று தேயென்று நீ என்று நான் என்று தமியேனையும் வண்ணமா இடையென்று கடை நின்று ஏனென்று கேளாதிருப்பதும் அழகாகுமோ இன்னனை தீர்க்கவே என் முகம் காட்டிவா இனியனே நித்யனேவா இன்னலை தீர்க்கவே என் முகம் காட்டிவா இனியனே நித்யனேவா பம்பு சூனியமல்ல வைப்பல்ல மாரணம் தம்பனம் வசியமல்ல பாதாள வஞ்சனம் பரகாய பிரவேசம் அதுவல்ல ஜாலமல்ல அம்பு குண்டுகள் விலகும் ஒளியும் மந்திரமல்ல ஆகாய குளிகை அல்ல அன்போடு செய்கின்ற வாதமோடிகள் அல்ல அரிய மோகனம் அல்ல கும்பமுனி மச்சமுனி சட்டமுனி பிரம்மரிஷி கொங்கனர் புலிப்பாணியும் கோராக்கர் வள்ளுவர் போகமுனி இவரெல்லாம் கூறிடும் வைத்தியமல்ல என்பனது உன்னடி விட்டு நீங்காது நிலை நிற்கவே புகழ வருவாய் என் மனதில் நீங்காது நின்றிடும் நேசனே நித்யானந்தரேவா என் மனதில் நீங்காது நின்றிடும் நேசனே நித்யானந்தரேவா நொந்து வந்தேன் என்று ஆயிரம் சொல்லியும் செவியென்ன மந்தமுண்டு நுட்பநெறி அறியாத பிள்ளையை பெற்ற பின்னோக்காத தந்தையுண்டோ தந்தமும் தஞ்சம் என்றடியை பிடித்த பின் தளராத நெஞ்சமுண்டோ தந்தி முகன் அருமுகன் இரு பிள்ளை இல்லையோ தந்தை நீ மலடுதாரோ பிந்தையும் ஞானம்
As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Nritta Murthy, Chandagandava Murthy, Prarthana Murthy, Sandhya Nritta Murthy, Bhujangatrasa Murthy, Bhujangalalita Murthy, and more. I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashivoham program level 1 participants, you will all experience Yoga Spurana, intense flowering of yoga in you. Tatas, tatas, tatas. All the Paramashivoham program level 2 participants, I bless you all with Ashtanga Yoga Anubhuti, Dhyana and Samadhi. Now, I'll lead you into Chitjada Grandhi Vedana process. You will experience Dhyana and Samadhi. All the Paramashivoham level 3 participants, all the Paramashivoham program level 3 participants, and all of you, listen. I'll manifest intense Chitjada Grandhi Vedana in you all. You will experience the ultimate.
எழில் பெரிய அண்டங்கள் அடுக்காய் அமைத்தடி என் குறைகள் தீர்த்தல் பெரிது என் குற்றம் போக்கியே என் மனம் குளிர வரும் நித்யானந்த குருவே என் குற்றம் போக்கியே என் மனம் குளிர வரும் நித்யானந்த குருவே அன்னை தந்த கைகள் என்னை ஈன்றதற்கழுவேனோ அறிவிலாதற்கழுவேனோ அல்லாமல் நான் முகன் தன்னையே நோவேனோ ஆசை மூன்று கழுவேனோ முன்பிறப்பென்னவினை செய்தேன் என்றழுவேனோ மூட அறிவு கழுவேனோ முள்ளிலன் வினை வந்து மூழும் என்றழுவேனோ முக்தி வரும் என்றுணர்வனோ தன்னை நுந்தழுவேனோ உன்னை நுந்தழுவேனோ தவமென்ன என்றழுவேனோ தையலார் கழுவேனோ மெய் வளர்க்கு அழுவேனோ தரித்திர திசை கழுவேனோ இன்னும் என்ன பிறவி வருமோ என்று அழுவேனோ எல்லாம் உரைக்க வருவாய் மானிட பிறப்பருக்கும் மாறாத மாயரே நித்யானந்தனேவா மானிட பிறப்பருக்கும் மாறாத மாயரே நித்யானந்தனேவா தாயாமுன் மரமீது பூ பிஞ்சறுத்தனோ கண்ணியர்கள் பழி கொண்டேனோ கடனென்று பொருள் பறித்தேவையில் எரித்தேனோ கிளை வழியில் உள்ளிட்டேனோ தாயாருடன் பிறவிக்கென்ன வினை செய்தேனோ தந்த பொருள் இல்லை என்றேனோ நான் என்று கருவித்து கொலை களவு செய்தேனோ தவசிகளை ஏதினேனோ வாயாரப்பை சொல்லி வீண் பொருள் பறித்தேனோ வானவரை பழித்திட்டேனோ வடவு போல பிறரை சேர்க்காதடித்தேனோ வந்த பின் என் செய்தேனோ எல்லாம் பொறுத்தருள்வாய். பொறுமையின் சீலனே இன்முகநேயனே நித்யானந்தனேவா. பொறுமையின் சீலனே இன்முகநேயனே நித்யானந்தனேவா. தாயாரிருந்தென்ன தந்தையுமிருந்தென்ன தன் பிறவி உறவு கோடி. தனமலை குவித்தென்ன கனப்பெயர் எடுத்தென்ன தாரணியை ஆண்டும் என்ன. சேயர்கள் இருந்தென்ன குருவாயிருந்தென்ன சீடர்கள் இருந்தும் என்ன. சித்துகள் பலவும் கத்தென்ன நித்தமும் விரதங்கள் செய்ததென்ன. நதிகளெல்லாம் ஓயாது மூழ்கினும் என்ன பலன் யமன் ஓலையை தடுக்குமோ. இதுவெல்லாம் தந்தையின் உறவென்றுதானே உன்னிரு பாதம் பிடித்தேன். யார் மீது உன் மனம் இருந்தாலும் உன் கடை கண் பார்வை அது போதுமே. உன் கடை கண் பார்வை என் மீது நின்றிட அருள்கின்ற நித்யனேவா. உன் கடை கண் பார்வை என் மீது நின்றிட அருள்கின்ற நித்யனேவா. இன்னமும் சொல்லவோ உன் மனம் கல்லோ இரும்போ பெரும் பாறையோ. இரு செவியும் மந்தமோ கேளாது அந்தமோ இது உனக்கு அழகுதானோ. என்னென்ன மோகமோ இது என்ன சாபமோ இதுவே உன் செய்கைதானோ. இரு பிள்ளை தாபமோ யார் மீது கோபமோ ஆனாலும் நான் விடுவேனோ. உனை விட்டு எங்கு சென்றாலும் விடலாவேனோ உனையடுத்தும் கெடுவேனோ. இது உன் குற்றம் என் குற்றம் ஒன்றுமில்லை உற்றுப்பார் பெற்றவையா. என் குற்றமாயினும் உன் குற்றமாயினும் இனி அருளை அளிக்க வருவாய். விந்தைகள் புரிந்திடும் விமலனே அருள் தரும் சீலனே நித்யனேவா. விந்தைகள் புரிந்திடும் விமலனே அருள் தரும் சீலனே நித்யனேவா. சனிராகு கேது புதன் சுக்கிரன் செவ்வாய் குரு சந்திரன் சூரியன் சற்றெனக்குள்ளாக்கி ராசி 12ஐயும் சமமாய் நிறுத்தி உடனே. பணியொத்த நட்சத்திரங்கள் 27 பக்குவப்படுத்தி பின்னால் பகர்கின்ற கிரணங்கள் 11ஐயும் வெட்டி பலரையும் அதட்டி என் முன். கனி போலவே பேசி கெடு நினைவு நினைக்கின்ற கசடர்களையும் கசக்கி கர்த்தனின் தொண்டராம் தொண்டர்க்கு தொண்டரின் தொண்டர்கள் கொழும்பனாக்கி. नित्यानन्ददेवा
அருமருந்தே அண்ணாமலையோனே ஆனந்த நித்யனே அகருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவ
Reveal the ultimate truth of Chit Jada Grandhi Vedana to experience Nataraja in your Chidambara, in your conscious inner space. Listen. This will give you experience of Nataraja right now. Just close your eyes. Focus on where your first person is arising. The source from which your first person is perceived by you. How you feel your first person. Look into the source. You will see your first person is not static. It is dancing. The space where your first person is vibrating is Chidambara. That vibration is because of the cosmic dance of Paramashiva's first person. Just sit focused on your first person. The cosmic DNA will be awakened in you. You will experience Nataraja, Ananda Tandava in your Chidambara. Listen. This technique, this process will directly give you the experience of Nataraja right now. Keep your Atma Linga in your right palm. Keep it near your heart. Just below the heart, above the navel, this region. This is the Ananda Gandha space where you will experience Chidambara and dance of Nataraja. Even your Atma Linga will start doing Ananda Tandava. You can experientially see it. Listen. Whenever you focus on the first person, you will experience Chit and Jata. The Jata component of you, which is mind, patterns, pain, guilt, thoughts, and the Chit component of you, aliveness, being alive. The Chit Jata Grandhi you will experience the more you go into the source of your first person. Chit Jata Grandhi Vedana will happen. You will experience Paramashiva's first person. You will see the dance of Paramashiva's first person is your first person. Sit now. I'll breathe Paramashiva's first person in you, you will experience the dance, Ananda Tandava of Paramashiva's first person, cosmic Tandava, cosmic dance of Paramashiva, Ananda Nataraja, as your own first person. Paramashiva's first person will do Ananda Tandava in your first person. Let's start. Om, Om, Om.
நித்யானந்தமாக ஏற்றும் நித்யானந்தனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மோதும் வினையாவும் நித்தின் பாதம் கண்டிடும் நேரம் தீதும் தெளிவாகி நன்மையாக மாறக்கூடும். விதி மாற்றிடும் காத்தமை ஏற்றிடும் வித்தைகள் செய்துவிட தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. பொன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. பொன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. காவி உடையாட அது காமனை வெல்லும் அல்லவா. பேடை எம் வாழ்வை அது பேரொளியாக்கும் அல்லவா. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே கூத்தாடிட. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே கூத்தாடிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த தீரா நோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும். நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த தீரா நோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும். நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. காதில் குழையாட மனக்கள்ளங்கள் யாவும் ஓட தேடும் அந்த ஞானம் தரும் தான பாதையில் கூட உன்னை சேர்ந்திட தியானத்தில் ஆண்டிட ஞானமும் கொண்டு விட. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவென ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா.
தன்மை நான் என்று நீங்கள் உணர்கின்ற தன்மை நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். தன்மை, முன்னிலை, படர்க்கை மூன்றை பற்றியும். ஆங்கிலத்தில் சொல்லணும்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்சன், செகண்ட் பர்சன், தேர்ட் பர்சன். தமிழ்ல தன்மை, முன்னிலை, படர்க்கை. தன்மையாக நான் நான் என்று உங்களுக்குள் எப்போதும் விளங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கிற உணர்வு தன்மையின் மூலம் எது என்று ஆழ்ந்து தேடுங்கள். நான் என்கின்ற இந்த உணர்வு எங்கிருந்து விளைகின்றதென்று, நான் என்கின்ற தன்மையின் மூலத்தை தேடினீர்களானால் தான் என்கின்ற பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் தன்மை உங்களுக்குள் தாண்டவம் செய்வதை காண்பீர்கள். நான் ஆர் என்று தேட தானே ஆகிய பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் உங்கள் தன்மைக்குள் தன்மயப் பொருளாக, தன்மைக்குள் இருக்கும் தன்மயப் பொருளாக, வாழ்வின் முதல் பொருளாக தானே பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் ஆனந்த தாண்டவம் செய்வதை அனுபூதியாய் காண்பீர்கள். ஆழ்ந்து கேளுங்கள். நான் என்கின்ற தன்மை உணர்வு உங்களுக்குள் விளைவதற்கு முன்பாக, அதன் மூலமாக தானாகிய பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் தன்மை, தானாகிய பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் தன்மை விளக்கத்தால்தான் நீங்கள் நான் நான் என்கின்ற உங்கள் தனித்தன்மையை உணரத் துவங்குகிறீர்கள். பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் தன்மை விளக்கத்தில் ஆடும் நிழலே உங்களுடைய தனித்தன்மையான நான் என்கின்ற உணர்வு. அதனால் தன்மை நானை தேடுங்கள். உங்கள் தன்மையின் மூலத்தை தேடுங்கள். பிரபஞ்சத்தின் ஆதி மூலமான பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் தானாய் திருநடம் செய்யும் ஆனந்த தாண்டவம் காண்பீர்கள். கேளுங்கள். நான் நான் என்று உங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் தன்மை உணர்வின் மூலத்தை தேடுங்கள். தேடும் பொழுது பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் தன்மை பிரபஞ்சத்தின் மூலம் உங்களுக்குள் ஆனந்த தாண்டவம் செய்வதை அனுபூதியாய் காண்பீர்கள். நான் யாரென்று தேட தான் தானாய் விளங்கும் தன்மய பரம்பொருளின் ஆனந்த தாண்டவம் காண்பீர். ஓ ஓ ஓ.
शम्भो 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 हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर ईशा गिरीशा नरेशा परेशा महेशा बिलेशा ईश गिरीश नरेश परेश महेश बिलेश यभूषण वो शाम्ब सदा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् उमयादित्य सुमङ्गल विग्रह यालिङ्गित वामाङ्ग विभो शाम्ब सदा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव चरणयुगम् दूरी कुरु मामज्ञमनाथं दूरी कुरु मे दुरित
ಅವತಾರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅರ್ಧನಾರೀಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಕರುಣಾಮಯ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಕಮಲಾಲಯ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆನಂದ ಪರಶಾಂತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಆತ್ಮಾಲಯ ಕಾಂತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರಿಹರ ಸಾಗರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅಮೃತ ಶೇಖರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ದ್ವೈತಾದ್ವೈತ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪೂರಣ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಮದಾರನ ಪೂರಣ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಮದಾರನ ಆದಿಗುರುನಾಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಚತುರ್ವೇದ ಸರ್ವ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಕ ಸನ್ಮಾರ್ಗ ನಾಯಕ ಮಹಾಭಾವೇನ ಲಿಂಗೋದ್ಭವೇನ ಆನಂದ ರೂಪೇಣ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜಶ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಯೋಗ ರೂಪೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಜೀವ ಜೀವೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೇವೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
Nityanandam. Today, as we witness the divine darshan of Bhagavan Sada Nritta Murthy, Nataraja, manifesting through the Paramavatara, the Nijavatara, his very embodied form, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today, we are all being blessed to not feel stuck anywhere in life. And we will now be walking all of you through the different social media platforms where you can connect with Avatar not only through your internet but also through the internet. And here you can post all your prayers and blessing requests and receive blessings directly from Swamiji. Anywhere where you are feeling stuck in life and you want to break free from it and have a breakthrough and manifest your reality, you can post blessings here in the following social media platforms. And I request all the viewers to pick up your devices. You can take your devices, head to these social media platforms as we take all of you through it, and you can post your prayers and comments, your prayers and your blessing requests in the respective social media platforms. The first social media platform
is YouTube. You can head to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel and you can like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as here every day the latest updates, events, and the live darshans are being posted and shared. And under the live video, you can head to the live video, and under the comment section, you can post your prayers, your deepest of yearnings, and request blessings directly from Swamiji. And the next platform is X, formerly known as Twitter. And if you want to know the latest news and updates of Kailasa, make sure you follow Swamiji's official Twitter handle, which is Kailasa's SPH Nithyanda Paramashivamam, and go to your topmost pinned tweet, click on the reply icon, and post whatever prayers, any prayers you can do, whatever prayers, wounds you want to receive from Swamiji. And as today, right, all of us have very beautifully went through the Chitta Granti Vedana process, where removing the knot which is there in the energy center and ultimately awakening the Jivatman DNA in you, which have access, which is the door to all the power stored in our very DNA. And if you want to receive, if you feel stuck if you feel stuck in manifesting each of these things, as very beautifully we learned, never to be stuck, just start doing it, just like how Swamiji did. If you have any questions and any boons and prayers you want to receive, do post it here with the hashtag Ask the Avatar. The next social media platform is Instagram. You can head to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Instagram handle and you can follow the page. Here every day, the e-murtis, the beautiful images, the photos of the Darshan of Swamiji are posted here. You can have a glimpse of these photos and relish them and cherish them in your inner space and even share them with your near and dear ones so they can receive the blessings as well. As just a glimpse of these e-murtis can give you janmas and janmas of liberation. And you can, under the live comment section, under the live video, you can post your prayers and any boons that you wish to receive, and you will be directly blessed by Swamiji. The next platform is Facebook. Make sure you follow Swamiji's official Facebook handle, which is Kailasa's SPH Nithyanda Paramashivamam, and give a like to this page and follow it, as if you want to know what exactly is happening in Kailasa, right? For all the diplomatic relations which Kailasa has been having, and all the reports being published by the United Nations in recognition to the juridical statehood of Kailasa. If you want to know all the happenings of Kailasa, this platform is for you. So go through a live video which is hosted right now. Post your prayer as comments. Do share this to your near and dear ones, and you will be receiving your blessings from Swamiji. And one of the important things which all of the viewers and participants, all of you can do, is reaching out this beautiful gift to near and dear ones, letting them also to cherish, enjoy the beautiful darshan Swami is giving for all of you. So I request all of you to click on the share button, and you can share this to anyone through Facebook, through your messenger contacts, and even your Facebook contacts, and you can repost into their Facebook handles, and you can give it to them, and so they too can receive the grace and blessings of our beloved Swamiji. And now we welcome each and every one of you to the Kailasa's parliamentary voting. Today, being November 25th, marks the International Day for the elimination of violence against women, bringing global attention to this pervasive issue of gender-based violence. And every 10 minutes, a woman loses her life due to such violence, making this one of the gravest human right violations. And Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has consistently emphasized on honoring and protecting women as embodiments of Shakti, Devi, advocating for their empowerment through spiritual education and also a safe, nurturing ecosystems, initiatives in Kailasa that prioritize ending violence against women and fostering environments of respect, equality, and safety, both online and offline. So our question for all the Chitsama members today is, what steps are you most inspired to take to contribute to creating a world free from violence against women, and which is in alignment with the principles and initiatives guided by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji. And we have few options listed below. So you can promoting awareness about the sacred role of women in Hinduism as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, supporting and practicing in Kailasa's global women empowerment programs, initiating local campaigns or events inspired by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings to protect and empower women. So, whichever options you like to vote for, go ahead and cast your vote in kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and please cast your vote over here. Also, if you would like to know the reason why you have voted for, you can post the reasons in X with the hashtag Kailasa votes and you can definitely mention the reasons why you have voted for. Additionally, if you have missed any of the previous 7 days voting topics, you can head to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and cast your vote even for the previous 7 days, which will be available to you on the platform. And do share your insights with us. And with that, we thank each and every one of you, and let us all now continue to receive the blessings of Bhagavan Sada Nritta Murthy, Bhagavan Nataraja manifesting through Swamiji.
Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology.
Bhajaham Anisham Shri Paramahamsa Nithyanandam. Bhajaham Anisham Shri Paramahamsa Nithyanandam. Bidadi Dhyana Pitadipadim Sarkurum Sarkurum Sarkurum. Bidadi Dhyana Pitadipadim Sarkurum Sarkurum Sarkurum. Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda
Nithyanandam. Today, on this auspicious day of the Paramashivoham, we offer puja where we mirror our brains with the powerful neurological activity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivamam, who is the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva. Om Sahasradala Pankaje Sakala Shita Rashmi Prabham Varabhayakarambujam Vimalagandha Pushpambaram Prasanna Vadanekshanam Sakala Devata Rupinam Smare Shirasi Hamsagam Tadabhidana Purvam Kurum Atadhupaha Om Dhurasi Dhurvadhurvantam Dhurvadanyosman Dhurvaditam Dhurvayam Vayam Dhurvamastvam Devanamasi Sasnidamam Bapridamam Jashtadamam Kannitamam Devautamam Ahritamasi Avirdanam Trigum Hasvamakva Avitrasyatva Chakshusha Prekshirma Virma Samvikta Matva Higum Shishum Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Dhuvamagrapayami Atha Deepaha Om Uddipya Swajata Vedo Bhagnim Niraridim Mama Pasugujjamakyama Vahajivanam Chadisho Disha Manohikam Sirjata Vedo Gamashvam Purusham Jagate Abhidradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripadaya Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Deepam Sandarshayami Athanaivedyam Om Madhuvatartayate madhuksharanti sindavaha Madhvira santoshadihi Madhunaktamutoshasi madhumatparti madhumrajaha Madhudyorastu napita Madhumanno vanaspatir madhuvagum astu suryaha Madhvirgavo bhavantu naha Madhu 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 Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami Naivedyanantaramathamanam Samarpayami Nirajanam Om Sangrahanyesthayajate Imam Janatagum Sangranhaniti Dvadasharatnirashana Bhavati Dvadashamasa Samvatsaraha Samvatsarameva Varundhe Maunji Bhavati Urvai Munjaha Urjameva Varundhe Chitra Nakshatram Bhavati Chitram Va Etat Karma Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravidde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami Rakshandharayami Sonadrishavatārāya Jyotirstambhaswarupine Shri Kailasa Pradhanaya Nityanandaya Mangalam Tattvajnana Pradhataya Nityanandeshwara Rupine Shri Kailasa Pradhanaya नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
पार तुझ पे प्रेम का अभिषेक सदैव करे संसार सा 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 री 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 गा 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 म ग म ग म प ग म प म ग म ग रे सा नि सा 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 री 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 गा 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 सा नि सा नि सा नि सरि नि स द नि सरि गरि म ग प म द प नि द नि प द म प द नि नि द द प प म म माता जनकोऽपि त्वं यन्नम्मयप्पने रात्रिं दिवसत्वं कालभैरवाय नमः जगदादिस्त्वं अन्तस्त्वं हे जगत्कारण मम सङ्घर्षत्वं पूर्णत्वं हे फलप्रदा मम भूमिराकाशत्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वम् सनातन धर्म के उधार सकल जग दुख दैत्य संहार तुझे दो टोके वो अपने मरण स्मरण कर लेना उनकी आचरण सहन करेंगे तू अपनी जन्म कारण पूरी कर ले तेरे शरण शरण में आए हम साथ तेरे हैं हम मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वं मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वं मम माता जनकोऽपि त्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं नित्यानन्दा मम सर्वस्वं मम सर्वस्वं मम सर्वस्वम् नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा
मूषिकवाहना मङ्गलदायक गौरीनन्दना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा मुक्तिप्रदायक विघ्नविनाशक सिद्धिविनायक नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा गंगाधर हर हे परमेश्वर जय जगदीश्वरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा शिवशक्तीश्वर श्रीशैलेश्वर शम्भो शङ्करा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा माधव मुरहर मधुर मनोहर गिरिधर नागरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा अभयप्रदायक आनन्ददायक भक्त उदारणा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा बंसीधर हरा श्याम सुंदर नाचे नटवरा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा हे मधुसूदना भवभयभञ्जना मङ्गलपावना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नर्दन सुंदर नटन मनोहर करुणा सागर नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा जगदोदारण कृष्ण जनार्दन परमदयागना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा सत्य सनातना नित्य निरंजन भक्तपरायणा नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा नित्येश्वरा हरि नित्येश्वरा चंद्रकलाधरा गौरी मनोहरा परम कृपाकर नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर गोकुलनन्दना गोपी मनोहर हरिनारायण नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर बन्धविमोचना पापसंहारक पतित पावन नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर चन्द्रशेखरा पन्नगभूषण निखिललोचना नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर मातापिता गुरुदेव महेश्वर दीनदयाभर नित्यपुरीश नित्येश्वर हरि नित्येश्वर 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 ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಬಾಳು ಬಾಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದು ಬಾಳ್ದ್ರೇನೆ ದೈವತ್ವವನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸುವಿದು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಬಾಳು ಬಾಳಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದು ಬಾಳ್ದ್ರೇನೆ ದೈವತ್ವವನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸುವಿದು ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು
ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಹಾಡೋಣ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಿತ್ಯನ ಪಾದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಸೇರೋಣ ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಹಾಡೋಣ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಿತ್ಯನ ಪಾದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಸೇರೋಣ ಧ್ಯಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಶರೀರ ಮನ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಶುದ್ಧಿಯಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೈವತ್ವದೊಡನೆ ಸೇರೋಣ ಧ್ಯಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಶರೀರ ಮನ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಶುದ್ಧಿಯಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೈವತ್ವದೊಡನೆ ಸೇರೋಣ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬೀಸುತ್ತ ಮೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ಜುಮಾಣಿಸುತ್ತ ಹೊಂದಲೆಂದು ಬಯಸಿದರೆ ಸೇರದೆಯ ಓಡುತ್ತ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬೀಸುತ್ತ ಮೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ಜುಮಾಣಿಸುತ್ತ ಹೊಂದಲೆಂದು ಬಯಸಿದರೆ ಸೇರದೆಯ ಓಡುತ್ತ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ತೆರೆದಾಗ ಕರುಣೆಯಿಂದ ತುಂಬುತ್ತ ಹೃದಯದ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನಂದ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ತೆರೆದಾಗ ಕರುಣೆಯಿಂದ ತುಂಬುತ್ತ ಹೃದಯದ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡುತ್ತದೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ ಸೂತ್ರವು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೇದಶಾಸ್ತ್ರವು ಸ್ವರ್ಗಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ನರಗಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ದೂರದಾಚೆ ಇರುವುದೆಂದು ವ್ಯರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಗುವುದು ಸ್ವರ್ಗಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ನರಗಲೋಕವೆಂಬುದು ದೂರದಾಚೆ ಇರುವುದೆಂದು ವ್ಯರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಗುವುದು ನಮ್ಮಲೆಯ ಯೋಚನೆಯ ಆ ನೆಲೆಯ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸುವುದು ಯೋಚನೆಯ ಹೋಗಿ ಮನ ಸ್ವರ್ಗವನ್ನೇ ಕಾಣುವುದು ನಮ್ಮಲೆಯ ಯೋಚನೆಯ ಆ ನೆಲೆಯ
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वर भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिव करुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्ता साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलासपरम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।